coming. Thanksgiving's on its way, Halloween is on its way, autumn is here, and pumpkin is everywhere. What did we make? We made pumpkin butter, right? And we made pumpkin ravioli. Now I'm gonna make pumpkin whoopie pies. Who doesn't love a whoopie pie? We're gonna fill it with a maple cream cheese filling, and let's make the whoopie pies to start off, and then we'll make the filling. The dry ingredients include 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon each of clove, ground ginger, and ground cinnamon. The wet ingredients include 3 cups of cold pumpkin puree. So this is canned pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix, canned pumpkin that I've had in the refrigerator all day. 3 cups. This is about a 28-ounce can, one of the large cans. 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of vegetable oil. I have unfiltered, unrefined, organic sunflower oil. You use what you choose. 2 eggs. I'm going to use a teaspoon each of vanilla and vanilla bean paste. If you don't have vanilla bean paste, it's really not a big deal. Just use 2 teaspoons of regular vanilla. So let's get the dry going. And all we're going to do with that, let me move this out of the way real quick. To the flour, we're just going to incorporate all of these things: baking powder, baking soda, ground ginger, ground cinnamon, and ground clove. It smells wonderful already. All right, and this I'm going to set aside for right now. To the brown sugar, we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of vegetable oil. You don't need a mixer for this. I'm going to use a mixer when I make the filling because they'll be easy and fast. So you could do it with a wooden spoon. Got a piece of paper in my brown sugar. Get that blended up really well. Then we're going to add our eggs. Stand up. Thank you. 2 whole eggs. And you can lightly beat those ahead of time. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take a whisk to it, so they should submit fairly easily. There we go. And just get the whisk going in there with those. And then we're going to add our pumpkin. Oopsie, sorry. And yes, I took my spatula out of the sink because my sink has been cleaned prior to your arrival. And I'm not afraid of that. Mix that in. So now you've pretty much got a really nice pumpkin custard. My brown sugar seems a little bit lumpy. Oh well, I should have sifted it ahead of time. Okay, let's do this. We're going to add our vanilla. Teaspoon of regular vanilla, or you're going to use 2 teaspoons if you don't have vanilla bean paste. Really, I don't think that you can go too far with the vanilla. I mean, you can add a tablespoon if you like. It's up to you. And for those of you who don't know what vanilla bean paste is, let me get a nice teaspoon out of here so that I can get down into the bottom. I was lucky enough to find this at TJ Maxx. Oh, see, I've used a handle. You see what that looks like?
Well, you get one of the skinnier spoons.
What skinnier spoons?
They're skinny iced teaspoon.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
There's a difference.
There's a difference, but it's okay. They can see. It's like ground up vanilla bean in this. It's kind of in suspended animation, really. I'll just stick it in there right now. We'll just pour some out. and it releases from the spoon fairly easily. All right, give this a good mix. All right, I'll move all this out of my way here. Oh my goodness, everybody's making all sorts of noise. All right. Now we're going to add about half of the dry ingredients to the wet. And just mix them all in there. Except I do believe I'm going to go ahead and graduate to a wooden spoon. Okay, we've got our first incorporation of the flour in, and then we're going to add the rest. And mixing with a wooden spoon at this particular stage is much better, because this is going to start to get really thick. And you can totally do this in your mixer if you like. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to show you that you don't have to have a mixer at all to make this part. You don't have to have a mixer to do the cream cheese filling either, but it does make it a little bit easier. Even a hand mixer is helpful with that. And you want to make sure you get all of that in there. So my bowl is, again, what, Rick? My bowl is too small. All right. Make sure you've got all the flour incorporated. Make sure you go down and look toward the bottom. Looks good. All right. Very good. Now, clean up our workspace here. I'm going to be making smaller versions of whoopie pies. You can make a larger version by using a larger scoop. Not a problem. Got my glass here with a little bit of water. And just scoop. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and we'll be baking these for 8 to 10 minutes. And you will want to test these with a toothpick because these are cakes. So you want to go ahead and test these with a toothpick to make sure that they're finished, but between 8 and 10 minutes and you should be good to go. And these are fun, you know, for your Thanksgiving dessert, or take to a church party or something like that. It's going to be the perfect thing. So into the oven these go. And 8 to 10 minutes, we'll be back and show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, these have been in for 12 minutes and they're perfect. Let me grab this other pan so I can put that in the oven. Set my timer for 12 minutes. They're going to bounce back, and when I put a toothpick in the center, they're going to come. The toothpick is going to come out clean, just like that. Clean, just like a cake, and that's how you want them. I'm going to transfer these off to a rack so that they can cool completely. I'm going to bake off the remainder of my batter, and then when I come back, we're going to show you how to make the maple cream cheese filling. We'll be back. Okay, we're ready to make our frosting, or our filling for our whoopie pies. I've done all the cakes. They're all over here. They're all cooled completely, and we tasted one, and it's really nice. It's going to be really excellent with this maple cream cheese filling that we're getting ready to make. Now, the maple cream cheese filling is very similar to my basic cream cheese frosting. We're starting out with a stick of softened butter. You see how soft that is. I'm just going to whip it for just a moment. And then I'm going to go ahead and add an 8-ounce brick. That's 1 stick of butter, so that's half a cup of butter. And we're going to add 1 brick, which is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to whip these together. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract. There we go. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup.
Good thing you cleaned that sink last week.
Yeah, hey, no kidding. Not pancake syrup, pure maple syrup. Okay, let's whip this up. All right, now we're going to add 3 to 4 cups. We're not going to do that. We're going to add 3 to 4 cups of confectioner's sugar. And I have just about that. Really? I knew you were going to do that.
Not bad.
I'm not even going to sift it. I'm just going to eyeball it. And I'm going to add, that's probably about 3 cups right there. Just start it slow. A spatula and stir my, scrape my bowl. How is it now?
Much better.
Much better. Because it's not just butter and cream cheese, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little soft for my taste for a filling.
Put the blob back in.
Put the blob back in. It's not going to go. See, it's going to want me to use my fingers.
Good thing I washed those last week too.
No kidding. I'm going to add in another cup of powdered sugar. There we go. Now you want to be generous when you fill these. You don't want to be chintzy. All right, there is our maple cream cheese filling.
You can see the little vanilla beans in it.
You can see the flecks from the vanilla bean. Isn't that fun? That way you know it's real vanilla in there. And that's the beauty of that vanilla bean paste. It's, you know what, you can order it online, but I was able to, I would have, serendipity. Happened upon it at TJ Maxx during one of my weekly visits, and I just love checking out their gourmet section because they get so many fun things like this. Rose water. I was very excited about that. I actually picked up 2 bottles. I'm going to send one of these to my friend Kat's Cradle. Oh, should it be a surprise? All right. I'm going to pause the camera for just a moment. I'm going to get a pastry bag out, and when we come back, we're going to fill these whoopie pies.
Let the dog in.
All right, I've put my maple cream cheese frosting in the, filling in the pastry bag, and I'm just going to, I just snipped the end off of it. You can use a Ziploc bag and just push it all into one corner and snip the corner off so that you have a nice hole to squeeze this out of. Now you're going to put the lids on and you're going to give it a little squeeze, because a good whoopie pie is coming out the sides just a little. Now, traditional whoopie pies are from New England, and they are usually chocolate, and they usually have a filling that is made with powdered sugar, shortening, and marshmallow fluff. This is just a different version. I've seen it.
Which?
What?
We have some of that.
We have marshmallow fluff, yes. And if I were making a red velvet, I would probably use that marshmallow fluff filling. Or a traditional chocolate. There are so many different ways that you could make a whoopie pie. It isn't even funny. You don't have to put pumpkin in here. You could make banana. You could make chocolate. You could make vanilla. You could make strawberry. You could make strawberry shortcake. Whoopie pies are just like a state of mind. You know, you can just come up with any number of different kinds. But there you have some wonderful whoopie pies, pumpkin whoopie pies, perfect for autumn. A lovely little treat you can take to church, you can take to work, you can keep at home and let your family eat them. Now, you may want to put these in the refrigerator and let them chill a bit before you eat them, or not. You could just eat them, and they would be lovely. Should you eat them?
No.
You want to taste it?
I'm way full.
Do you want to taste it? Sure. Molly's going to taste it.
Sammy, taste it.
Sammy will taste it. Is it good?
Yeah.
I'm going to taste it. Yep.
Taste my frosting.
That was really good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Really, Rick? Take a bite, please.
Yes, very good.
Oh, that's yummy. Okay, so that is how I make pumpkin whoopie pies. There are a lot of versions out there. You can do the research. You can do your own. It doesn't matter.
Spice.
It's a pumpkin spice whoopie pie, and this is really highly spiced because I put a lot of clove in mine. You can put just plain old pumpkin pie spice. You can leave whatever out that you don't like. It doesn't matter. But any way you make it, I hope you try it. I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.